Hello everybody, my name's Jake and with me is the lovely Clonuk.
Hello.
Today we have a TVZ on Ohana between the blue Terran spawning in the top left hand corner end and the green Zerg spawning in the bottom right hand corner searcher. So this map is it's a pretty cheese viable map, let's just say, because of how big this ramp is. Clonuk, how do you feel about this game from the or this map from the Terran's perspective?
Usually what I've encountered a lot in Ohana, specifically in TVZ, see a lot of baneling busts just because of the short distance, or relatively short distance, and that your third is pretty open. I mean, there's a lot of good siege tanking positions and a lot of places you can hold, but you do see a lot of cheesy stuff coming from a Zerg, and you should because it's not really a Zerg favored map, I would say. But yeah, baneling busts pretty effective on this map.
Yeah, I have to say your third is pretty hard to defend, especially before you take down these destructible rocks over here on the left. As well, though, I have to say the choke over here to the right of your of the third base, of the Terran's third base, also does have rocks as well. So the units do kind of funnel in. Um,
Yeah, assuming they go from the side ramp, which is actually the smart way, because I believe you can avoid the Zelnaga if you go that way. I'm
yeah.
not 100% sure on that, but yes, you can actually. You can avoid the Zelnaga and go right to the third.
So far
So,
we don't see anything too crazy coming out of either of these players. Pretty standard. Looks like a hatch first coming out of the Zerg player.
the blue Terran scouting around, see if he sees anything cheesy. That's what I always do. I constantly take this SCV and make as many heart patrols as I can. See if anything bad's going on. Also, I like to place the SUV at the third and see if it is going to be a cheese. If I see some like really late timing third, I just automatically assume.
Yeah, the Terran's going to want to look out for the third base timing to be sure exactly if there's going to be any two base shenanigans going on. But it looks like so far the Terran is feeling pretty confident. Going to go ahead and just go for the one Rax expand. Is pretty confident that there should be no aggression coming out anytime soon from the Zerg player.
Now, what my question is, I wonder if the Terran is going to go mech or go straight into bio, because I've seen a lot of weird mechy bio plays where you kind of open up bio and then only get a reactor factory and then go right back to bio. And so usually what I see from high-level master players, I prefer to go straight into mech. So it's not always good for holding keys all the time.
Yeah, he is just now dropping his double refinery, which is pretty standard. It isn't too telling of what he's going to be doing. So still, we're just going to have to see. But yeah, I would like to see mech on this map, actually, because your fourth is kind of hard to take. Either you take the one right under your main, or you take the one closer to your third. But either way, they're both pretty. I have to say, pretty hard to hold.
See two links pop out from the green Zerg over here in the bottom.
Yep. Gonna go ahead
Hasn't
and
grabbed any gas yet.
yeah, no gas so far. Pretty. It's pretty standard, I guess. I guess that just kind of means that he's not going to go for any two base shenanigans. And as I say that, his third just goes down as I say that.
Commonly see is the Terran kind of go for this relatively small but strong army to deny a third as fast as possible. And that can do so much damage on a map like this because the third is just so open, and especially to a Zerg player, you see if they lose that third when they put it down really early, it's just devastating. There's not much you can do when that happens.
So we do see 5 Marines coming out onto the map. Maybe just trying to clear out some towers right now so he can get a little bit of vision. But it does look like he's going to be going Reactor Hellions. I'd assume that's what that reactor on the barracks is for.
Got a 32 supply to a 45 supply, 2 queens, and stim on the way for the Terran. Looks like he's going to be going a little bit of bio heavy though, because we do see the 3 racks so far.
Yep. Yeah, so yeah, there's going to be some Hellions coming out from that factory, definitely, as he swaps over the add-ons.
See a little marine zergling dance going on at the bottom, Zelnaga. He's retreating after, I don't know if that was cost effective. Did you count how many lings he killed?
I didn't see exactly, but it looks like that was enough to force Searcher to make some lings, as he is producing 12 right now. Maybe afraid of some sort of aggression coming out after seeing those 5 Marines. I'm not sure if the Terran is planning to do any sort of pressure besides with just those Hellions, so maybe making those lings wasn't the wisest decision, though it is going to help him break down these rocks in between his second and his third.
Yeah, you definitely need that open to defend that third because I can almost guarantee from what I'm seeing the Terran player do, he's going to want to put heavy aggression onto that third. Not knowing if he has it yet, but he is scouting it right now and he does see the third, so I assume he's going to want to put a lot of pressure on that third.
Yeah, he is sending out Hellions, so I don't know if exactly he's going to be able to take out this hatchery, but he should be able to at least force units if nothing else.
A layer going down for the Zerg over here. Maybe some Mutaplayer. Maybe Infestors.
Yeah, this is pretty standard timing on the layer, so it could be anything really at this point. It could be Infestors, maybe Mutas. We'll have to see exactly.
Has the Zerg scouted the Terran yet? Like thrown an Overlord in or anything like that?
So far, no, he actually just sees the barracks and the command center. So, yeah, he doesn't have too much information. He hasn't Roachborn halfway finished to deal with these Hellions, but watch out, there's a big engagement over here in the middle of the map. Almost losing one queen there, but pulling back. This is quite a few stuff.
Yeah, see, this is the way he's really going to want to put heavy pressure on this third. Even losing all these units is well worth it if he gets that third going.
Yeah, so far he hasn't really lost any units, so this is he's barreling down on this third, and it looks like he's most definitely going to lose it. So it looks like the Zerg is going for a counterattack while this is going on here. So more Hellions and more Marines are rallying in, and the Queens are just waiting by the ramp.
Third goes to go down.
The Zerg sees that there's no third base and is going to go ahead and just run into the natural and see what's going on. Maybe get a little scouting information, kill a couple of Zerglings.
Now he does stop that third from being produced. He's going to delay it quite a bit if the Terran player's not on top of it.
So the Zerg does actually...
It's hard to notice.
So while this push is going on from the Terran, the Zerg actually does kill up to 7 SCVs. And it looks like he's also going to hold off this pressure from the Terran player as well. So actually, he was able to maybe even it out a little bit, take a little bit less damage than he actually could have in that, only losing the hatchery and actually getting most of his drones out of there in time.
Definitely.
Yeah, also one thing to note is his creep spread was also denied quite a bit because of that pressure. His creep spread, he probably wants it to be a little bit more closer to the halfway mark by now, considering how heavy he went into Queens. He had up to 4 and now it's down to 3.
We do see 1-1 going down for the Terran, and 1-1 started also for the Zerg player, and I'm not. Yeah, and a starport also going down for the Terran. So there might be some drop plague upcoming.
Yep, siege mode also coming up from the Terran as well, and looks like he's getting roach speed. So it looks like the Zerg is planning to go at least somewhat heavy into roaches, but is also surprisingly upgrading the melee upgrade. Maybe he just has the speed just for so he could get the Hellions later on if he does decide to make more.
That's pretty scary looking push from the Zerg, but I do believe the Terran should be able to hold this with SCVs.
Yeah, he's easily going to be able to clean up these roaches. Actually, kind of a mistake losing all these roaches. He didn't really need to.
Yeah.
So the supply is 82 to 96, so the Terran is definitely in a pretty nice position, a position most Terrans would love to be in at this point. The infestation pit is just finishing now. We'll have to see if that's for infestors or if he is trying to rush hive. Does have a baneling nest down as well. So yeah, now his creep is starting to push forward a little bit more, and the Terran is going to go ahead and drop his third. The Zerg's going to want to try and get his 4th base down pretty soon if he wants to stay, at least somewhat close to the Terran's economy. As we do see right now, it is 63 harvesters to 55 of the Terran, but once this 3rd base starts getting saturated, the Terran's economy is going to go skyrocket, especially with all those mules.
Now, this late in the game, we definitely is going bio, so you're probably going to see some pretty fancy drop play. Hopefully we won't see any base trade scenarios, because I know Zergs love to do that
Yep. A
when you
Hive,
drop pretty heavily.
Hive is about halfway finished, and he should start making infestors as his passaging glands is a little bit over halfway finished. He's going to go ahead and send a link counterattack as he sees the Terran army start pushing up forward. But the Terran doesn't seem to care, as he's just going to go ahead and just keep on pushing.
Things making their way into the main base.
Getting a few drones on the way that were trying to rally down to the third base, and it looks like the Zerg has his natural almost completely undefended and is probably going to lose all of his overlords. Wow, this is going to make the Zerg heavily supply blocked right now, as he is 125 already to 112 supply. This natural is most definitely going to fall with this push. Now he does
Might be
have
a little thing to point out, but it is a little embarrassing. He is actually target firing his own command center at his main.
uh-oh. Oh, and he actually kills it. Wow. So he's going to go ahead and run back, but he's still on creep, and these banelings are on hot pursuit. Maybe going to get us around? Nope, we're going to see the hot pickup. Now he needs to get him out of there before these queens go ahead and shoot him down. Luckily, queens only just tickle.
Baneling hits.
Yep. So he is able to get these medevacs out of here. Luckily, queens just kind of tickle them. Even with the new and improved rage. So he's
Baneling coming from the side into the natural.
Yeah, he's going to sacrifice some.
Pretty quickly.
So he is going to go ahead and push with some more banelings and lings right now. We're going to have to see. Oh, pretty nice split. Actually just jukes the banelings entirely. Wow.
See a drop going on in the main, sniping up all those high-tech productions.
Yeah, taking out the infestor pit, also taking out the spawning pool. Quite possibly going to take out this hive. It's dropping rapidly. And oh my god, I think the hive is going to fall.
We see 2-2 finishing for the Zerg just now. 2-2 already finished for the Terran. So we see probably one more Baneling push with Lings and see how it goes from there.
Yeah, so far right now, I mean, with the Zerg's tech so heavily delayed, and it's really looking like a game for this Terran to win at this point. We're just hopefully he's able to hold off this push that the Zerg's probably gonna try and throw at him, because that's pretty much the only way that this Zerg can come back into the game is with the big push, and he is going to be sending some Lings and some Banelings out on the map right now.
Probably feeling like he's going for that last Baneling bust. He is grabbing a fourth though, so maybe not trying to get that higher economy.
He is able to pick up a tank.
He should really have gotten that fourth a lot sooner. I can understand why he wouldn't be able to with the heavy pressure. But these Banelings doing nothing to the Marauders.
Yeah, it's just going to spell GG right there.